Number 7. Goku vs. Frost, Episode 33. When Dragon Ball Super was announced, we were all so ecstatic to see the continuation of what happened after Resurrection of F and the Battle of Gods. We finally got to see the tournament between the Universe 6 and Universe 7. We were ringed for a treat because the saga was amazing. And right off the bat we have Goku vs. Potamo and Goku vs. Frost on the same episode. And boy, the fight was amazing. Goku while in his base form and Frost making a comeback with Frieza's third form, which I was so very happy to see. And it was also the first time the anime was ahead of the manga. I distinctly remember that the manga ended with Goku just turning Super Saiyan, that everyone was completely crazy because he was regular Super Saiyan and not Super Saiyan Blue. And the fight was amazing. From the animation wise, the storyboard, Frost flying to a Kamehameha, Goku was with an insanely good artwork, and that fight was completely awesome from start to finish. Which I might add, ended in a very unexpected way. No one could predict that Goku was going to lose in the second round, and caught everyone off guard. Number 6. Vegeta vs. Hit, Episode 38. What I like so much about this fight is that we finally get to see Vegeta in blue finally fight it out a little longer than what we got in against Frieza, because that was a very short fight in the movie and in the anime. Though in the anime it was a little longer, but still was very short. Here we can see Vegeta fight all out and lose. It's understandable because Hit is a very awesome character and he's one of my favorites in the show as well. And this episode was all about Hit's skill into hitting every single vital point. And he was amazing, he's a beast. And Vegeta was also a beast. Every single shot of Vegeta in this fight can become a wallpaper. I just liked him that much. And I also liked Vegeta's stance, where he just crouches a little and he just lets himself lose. I don't know how to describe it. And all those stare downs, they give more energy to the fight. And it makes it more intense. There's not much else to say about this fight, just that it was so very good to see Hit doing the time skip against Vegeta, and Vegeta's reactions, his thoughts during the fight was also very refreshing to see, because we rarely get to see Vegeta think, and we kind of forget that he's a very good fighter, because we only see him getting beat up or getting overshadowed by Goku. But here we can see what goes on inside his head as he tries to come up with a strategy to fight Hit. All in all, a very awesome display. I watch this fight very often. Number 5. Piccolo vs. Frost, Episode 34. Almost everything about this fight was perfect, flawless. Piccolo fighting and giving Frost a run for his money, even though everyone said that he was no match for him. And he came up with a strategy that was perfect. He uses some moves that we have not seen in a long time. Stretchy arms, those antenna lasers. The Makanko Sapo, of course. What I liked the most about this fight is that he was going to win if Frost had not poisoned him. That was the key aspect of this fight for me. Sure, in the manga it was completely different, but here in the anime it was awesome. I loved seeing Piccolo being given a spotlight and given a very powerful chance to win, which is all the more important when you consider the fact that he's not a Saiyan. So every little bit of spotlight that a non-Saiyan character deserves, or non-god, receives, is a treat. I mentioned that there was something I did not like about this fight, and that was the fact that Frost blasted him just like Frieza did in the Resurrection of F arc, and that did not kill Piccolo, whereas the Frieza blast did kill him, so that was just a little inconsistent. That kinda bummed me out a little, but not enough to not like this fight. Number 4. Vegeta's Final Flash, Episode 36. It may be a bit of fanboyism on my part, but I cannot deny that I am a fanboy. And when I saw this scene, I was completely in awe. I don't know how to say it, because the Final Flash was one badass move that goes up in the awesome scale to the top and breaks it a little, just like he broke the dome. And we begin the scene with Vegeta being angry at himself because he was saved by the rules, and he was already fighting the heat in the vapor and everything, and he just explodes in anger, and that made us feel what he felt. And when it began to charge the Final Flash, I literally screamed at the scream. And when the episode ended, I went to get it and make a GIF out of it because I wanted to watch it again and again and again and again. It was a very nice homage to the Cell Saga, and Vegeta was a pure badass. Those lightnings, when you think about it, they go across the entire planet. That is the size of an actual planet. And that just goes to show just how much energy he was putting. And also props to Magetta because he was a badass as well for taking that Final Flash head on. If it were Cell, we know that he would have died. So yes, not much, just pure unadulterated badass from Vegeta. But before we announce this number 3 and above and lower, I think, I'm going to announce the winner of the $30 giveaway gift card from the 3000 subscribers special. As I was saying in this video here, you comment and you are subscribed to the channel, you get the chance to participate. And we have just over 50 participants to the giveaway, and the winner will be decided by the Google. As here I go for the random number generator and I put here 53, and whichever number that appears here will be the winner based on this list. So without further ado, the winner is number 3333, my Thunder. Congratulations, you have won a gift card in the value of $30. And the runner-up will receive a $10 gift card, which was not announced because I wanted to make it a surprise. And the lucky one duck is number 45, Anton Atwin. Congratulations, you get the same thing but lower value. But either way, thank you all so much for participating, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see each other again during the next giveaway milestone, if we ever reach that. But for now, we keep on the list. I'll be in touch with you too. Now for the number 3 spot. Number 3! The Super Shenlong, episode 41. If there is one image that I can remember while watching this for the first time, I think my mouth was completely open during the entire scene of his summoning, just because of his sheer size. I remember the week after I was also just watching and rewatching the scene over and over again, because I was just completely out of sync trying to figure out his actual size. He is big and his powers are limitless, so who doesn't like that? For the summoning itself, he just grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was just so godly, especially with the birth of God playing in the background. It was just so perfect. It was sublime. Nothing to complain except the animation for the tween, but that hardly ever fazed me in the beginning because I was just completely in shock, as I mentioned it over and over again. I fell in love with this scene from the get-go. The godly light filling the universes, with speaking backwards with a funky accent. It was hilarious. But yes, that's all I have to say about this scene. It was marvelous. Loved it. Number 2! Champa the Fat Ass, episode 28. If there's one thing this arc that I liked very much, but did not have any fight in whatsoever, well, except for the number 3, that was the last one, it was Champa. Champa and Beerus, their interactions were perfect, were on point. I was laughing my ass off during all of them. But if I had to pick one, that would have to be attributed to the episode 28, which was his introduction. I mean, proper introduction, not his little scuffle in the resurrection of F. Because those two are funny as hell. And every time Vado speaks, is to tease and taunt Champa. And he and Beerus, they have a very dynamic, very good chemistry that goes on throughout the entire tournament. Even something so simple as Champa just knocking his ankle on the table is hilarious to watch. Every time he appears on the screen, it is a joy, because I know I'm in for a treat, for a laugh. So basically, just searching, there are plenty of videos that you get to see all his scenes in one place, because I honestly cannot pick one. Number 1! Kaioken times 10, episode 39. The reason I put the giveaway announcement in the number 3 spot is because, well, besides the 3000, because number 1 is a given, everyone knows that it's the Kaioken scene. But what differs is the explanation each of us have. So for me it was basically, I knew the Kaioken was coming back, but I did not know it was going to be so awesome as it was. Because they gave us the complete backstory, they hyped it up to a level. Vegeta was perfect with that priceless reaction. Hit was also awesome, the episode was perfect. Nothing about that episode was flawed. It was perfect from start to finish. An entire episode of Goku versus Hit, ending with a bang that set a new that skyrocketed the level of Dragon Ball Super. And people still talk about this scene. I made a tribute to the scene, making an exchange and dubbing it in English. But the scene itself, when I first watched it, I was in shock just like the other ones, but I literally cried because I was so happy to be watching it. It was a joyful moment that I will never forget for the years to come. I'll be old and the scene will still be in my mind. Well, if I'm alive, that is. But I can assure you that will happen. And also something different. This entire episode was good. It was one fight. The number 7, number 6, those last spots in this list, they all had one thing in common. The fights were too short. Goku vs. Hit was a fight that lasted over one episode. So that was a little better as to why it's placed better in the list. Vegeta vs. Hit lasted a half an episode. Goku vs. Hit lasted 2 episodes almost. So that kinda helps into making the hype, making the fight worthwhile. But that doesn't have nothing to do with number 1. Number 1 is just flawless, perfect. A scene that symbolizes Dragon Ball as it is. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time on the Goku Black Saga or Future Trunks Saga. Depends on your point of view. But that might take a while. So see you guys later.